and welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, I just want to say hi, my name is Lara and this channel is all about supporting you to get to the life that you want. So if this sounds like something that you're keen to get on board with, then consider subscribing. I do post videos every single Thursday. So this week I want to talk a little about something that's kind of been close to my heart and on my brain for the past couple of weeks. So because of this situation, I know that a lot of people have lost work, lost hours, lost jobs, and that makes an already really crappy situation much worse. So I wanted to make a video trying to support you in making ends meet because I know that it's tough for so many people out there at the moment. So let's not waste any more time, let's hop straight to it. Number 1, shop your cupboards first. So if you happen to have a pantry that's full of things, shop that before you go to the grocery store. Have a look at what you already have in your pantry. Have a look at what you already have in your freezer. The other places where you can shop your cupboards are your toiletries cupboard and also your cleaning products cupboard. They're usually the ones that we forget what is even in there and then we buy new stuff to restock. Actually use everything that you possibly can. Next up is a big one, a huge one that can make you save so much money, is make your own stuff. So rather than go out and buy coffee at the supermarket and make your own from home. Rather than buy sponges every week, rip up old t-shirts and use those instead, and you can wash them so they are reusable. Make your own face scrubs rather than spend all of this money on beauty products. I made some the other day out of coffee grounds, coconut oil, and brown sugar. There are also like a million sites out there that do minimalist or reusable options, DIY options for cleaning products and for toiletries. Have a look. One of the best ones that I ever came across, it was literally vinegar and water, and I had these like mold stains on my old balcony. Nothing would get the mold off these veranda railings until I used vinegar and water. And I'm not even kidding, I like bought out the entire section of cleaning products at the supermarket. There was nothing I hadn't used yet. And then I was like, fine, I'll see what YouTube's got to offer. And vinegar and water did it. So have a look for those alternatives. They are amazing cleaners and they are so simple. The next tip is obviously the easiest one in the book. It's reduce your spending and reduce your budget that you already have anyway. The biggest tips I've got are reduce your streaming services down to 1, if you need it at all. So rather than have Amazon Prime and Stan and Netflix and Foxtel and Hulu and all of these streaming services, pick one. Other things that you'll want to quit doing is ordering out. Ordering out is so expensive and it's so easy in the climate that we're currently in where we're stuck indoors that we want to have a little bit of a treat, so we will get food delivered. A pro tip to stop yourself doing all of this stuff is to install website blockers. So if there's somewhere where you find that you want to constantly spend money, block that site. So the blocker that I tend to use and that I really like is called Stay Focused, but there are a bazillion web blockers out there. Just have a hunt around for which one seems to work best for you. When you're thinking about reducing your spending, it also really pays to have a look at where you spend your money already. So I would recommend going into your bank system, your online banking, and then even over the past 3 months, download all of that information and look at where that money usually goes and where you can save costs. Stuff that you don't need, that was a luxury or that, you know, is not a necessity that you can get rid of. Stuff you forgot about, subscriptions that you no longer need. Have a little look-see in there at what the options might be to cut things out. If you want a little bit more advice on how to kind of run that budget, then I have a whole bunch of information that was in my financial goal planning for 2020. I'll link that as well. It's got a little bit more about how to budget and how to kind of adjust for what you want to plan for. Other ways that you can make your money stretch a little bit further is to bulk buy. So the first one in this category is to bulk buy meal options. So rather than buying like steaks and veggies, which will last you one meal, do something like a big, huge, massive pot of pasta. Freeze half of it and then keep the other half in your fridge because it will last. Make things like big batches of curry. Make things like big batches of soup. Things that you can make in bulk and then separate out. Next is to buy soap bars, not shower gel. Soap bars last forever. Next is your cleaning products, and I'm talking about things like your dish soap and your laundry liquid. Where you're not making your own, there are amazing recipes out there, have a look there first. Then buy in bulk or buy in concentrates. I myself am a big fan of concentrates because then you don't get as much packaging, which makes me feel better about the impact I'm having on the environment as well. There's also another really great way to help to force you to shop in bulk, and that is to shop less. So do your like big massive grocery shop once a fortnight instead of once a week, because it will force you to think about what you can make stretch over 2 weeks rather than stretch over one. Next is to switch to reusables. So this one usually has a bit more of a bigger price tag at the end, but it'll save money ongoing. So if you're looking at already being in a strict budget, maybe not this for the time being. So things like switch to a battery operated razor rather than restocking razors all the time. Rather than get menstrual products every month, buy period proof underpants. Again, these things tend to have a bigger price tag at the start, so this will entirely depend on where your situation is currently. Stay safe and stay strong. Be gentle with yourself. We'll all get through this together. As always, thank you so much for coming to hang out, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.